ventricles.
Yay!
Morning everybody. Busy day, school, drop off, pick up. I've got to go shopping, food shopping today. And I've got loads of editing to do, and then I've got prep for tomorrow's filming. We're filming on the course tomorrow as well. Darling. Oh. Thank you guys. Oh, eldest. She's doing the recycling. So yesterday's question, does 500 revs make much difference to your drives or shots? I've got some epic Sub-Zero numbers here, and you can see the spin is jumping from 1.7 to 2.5. It's an interesting one for you, okay? So I'm hitting one at 1,771 revs for carrying 280, and then I'm hitting one at 2,000 revs, so under 300 difference, and it's going 268. Because there's so many other variables in there, 500 revs in the long and short of it is going to be so hard to keep your drives within a 500 revs tolerance that it just makes me kind of laugh about what some people are talking about out there. It's like everyone's gone data mental and are actually not talking about anything that makes them better, and they're talking about nothing. It's kind of turning into forum world, isn't it? You know, those stupid sites with stupid forums where people talk about the difference between tip stiff 2.5 to a 2.7. Just get better at golf. And you don't have to go on those forums, you can just go and play golf. How many tour pros go on those forums? By those spellings. Disappear. Join in if you want. We've got a spelling test going on. Disarm. Okay, today's question. What is smash factor?
I don't know because I don't go on it.
Right, off to school pickup.
No.
Drop off. So today's swing's a fun one because I actually know this guy. He works for Your Golf Travel and I've played with him before. He is a good player. He can win the club championship. I think he won the club championship in his last year at his club. He's played kind of England level as well. He's a very skilled golfer. Classic example here of someone who doesn't play as often as they want and remembers how they used to play and possibly gets frustrated with how they now play. Ideas for this guy to improve. You're going to see a lot of very good actions here. Very good. Top of the backswing position, looks as solid as anyone. Coming down in to hit the ball. I know there's a lot of trouble up the left of this hole, but he's complained of missing both ways, left and right. I know this player plays better when he's hitting a little gentle fade, and that's what you got to start thinking about. So we're going to give him some ideas, try and get maybe the ball starting left, which will encourage him always to leave the face open to the path because he's a skilled player. Rather than, I would say, because he's a relatively neutral path to slightly left, as soon as his path dances to the right and to the left, because he's not playing that much, he's going to get a two-way miss as he tries to deliver any kind of face in relationship to that path, and he just gets it confused a few times. This would be an interesting lesson what you can do with better players. It's all about feel often for these guys. Let's show you what I mean. I've just popped in the work. That's the range. And a parcel delivered. Oh, testy, my shoes. They look pretty, don't they? We'll give them a little test, shall we? So first ideas I like to do, certainly with more skilled players, and I do this with less skilled players as well, is let's work harder on finding that shape. You definitely play better with a fade. So remember, I know this player, so I'm not saying a fade is better. I've played with him and he looks fadey, you know, Montgomery fadey. So let's get you aiming up the left. I want the face and your feet aiming up the left. There may be some feelings of turning on top of the ball, so don't feel like you pull off the ball at all. And then downswings, I want you to feel like you're turning hips, handle left. So really pulling hips, handle left as you come down and hit the ball. Now this might feel very fadey for you, but what you'll find, because you've got a two-way miss, is it will give you one shape shot. And that one shape shot will allow you to get around those courses you're playing in Portugal where you can be punished if you're missing both ways. Because annoying things like cliffs and water do kind of punish you. So at the moment you look very much like you're trying to find target with everything very neutral, but let's play to your shape. So find that fadey feeling. And for me, and often good players, it's that feeling of really moving hip left, really feeling like you're pulling handle left, and that kind of hold off feeling on the way through. And you've got to be able to do this dynamically. When I was playing in America, I had a hybrid that I hit a couple of times and it overdrew. It scared me. So for the rest of that trip, I just tried to hit big cuts with them, which because that club was quite drawy, turned into kind of medium cuts onto target. And when I look back at that video, I actually played some of my best shots with that club because I was trying to find a shape. Face left, feet left, exit handle and hips left with hold off like a pitch. Your fade will be there. You'll find you'll have one side miss and you will play better. Let's answer your questions.
Hello Mark, got a question for you. It's John from Maidstone in Kent. I bought my golf clubs 15 years ago. They're Nike Pro Combos. That one's 7-iron, 8-iron bladed. Forged irons, going close to the green. Get a better feel. I used to play all the time and now I'm starting back at it and I'm finding them difficult to hit. Now what question I want you to answer for me is that when I go out with my mates, I know they might have a totally different swing and things like that and they might have more power. But I've been told that these clubs have got a different degree loft from 15 years ago to the new modern ones now. This 7-iron here is equivalent to an 8-iron. Can you tell me if this is true or false? I just don't know whether they get a different set of clubs or persevere with these ones, even though I do like them. But I just need you to answer the question. Cheers, Mark.
Then I shall try and answer thy question. Those clubs will have a loft maybe similar to the clubs I use. It is modern day clubs, but it's not all modern day clubs. And the thing that people forget here, which is where you sound like you're getting lost and they're confusing you because they're lost, possibly, is that if you're using a 7 and they're using an 8, because their 8-iron is stronger lofted, so therefore the same loft as your 7, then the fact they're using an 8 and you're using a 7 doesn't mean that it's easier for them. It's the same club. Loft is king. I've done a video on this one. I'll try and put the link in the description below actually today. It's a defining video on this and it doesn't get the views that I knew it would never get, and that's not why I do it. I do it because I'm proud of the piece. I know more people are searching how to hit 300 yards and how to buy the new driver, but it doesn't stop me making these videos that I think will change people's minds if they just watch them and give them the time to try and understand them. Loft is king. So if your 7-iron's delivering 25 degrees of loft and his 8-iron's delivering 25 degrees of loft, they're the same club, it's just different numbers written on the bottom. His is no easier to hit than yours because it's delivering the same amount of loft. So yes, yours might be weaker lofted than some modern day clubs and clubs in that era you could get which were stronger lofted, but that isn't going to make it any easier or harder, even though the basic understanding is that an 8-iron is easier to hit than a 7-iron. That's, the companies use all this to try and get you purchasing and not have the real conversations, which is why I'm here, try and have some real conversations. So the next feeling I want you to have is built around a simple drill you can do before you hit your shot. So I want you to hold on with your top hand, left hand, and then right hand, I want you just to hand open, point your fingers down at the ground. So we've literally got our hands on the club this way. Now while you're feeling that you're trying to turn left, move that handle left, I want you just to feel like you're keeping your hand from doing any kind of feelings of rolling over with the club. You're literally getting a feeling of holding off just before you hit the shot. Again, as a skilled player, it'll make more sense to keep that path moving left if you always feel like your face is being held off, so in effect, more open to the path. This feeling, this drill, I used to do this loads when I used to play a lot, it's a great way of feeling the face from turning over in any kind of fashion, and then you literally just step up, hit your shot, trying to get the same ideas. And the beauty with this drill is you can do it literally in your practice swing just before you hit a shot, so pre-shot routine stuff, literally just half swing with that hand onto the left side of that grip and then step in, hit your shot, trying to recreate that feeling. And skilled players are the same as any players. They're looking for a feeling, a drill, an idea that might just capture their imagination and help them hit some better shots in a situation, on a golf trip, or during a tournament.
Alright.
Are you ready for tomorrow's mega march?
I guess I'll be as ready as I can be. My practice has been substantial as always.
Yeah, me too.
Make sure the special guest doesn't take my front seat.
There's my clubs in the car, sorted out. That took a while to find. There were so many clubs in this boot. Shoes cleaned. Thanks for watching. As always, see you tomorrow. Remember to hit the thumbs up button if you're liking the daily vlogs. Keep sending those swings and those questions. We'll see you all tomorrow. I'm on the course filming tomorrow with Raymondo, Coach Lockie and a new guy. So I'm not sure what time tomorrow's vlog will get up, but it will get up. I've got to put all them back in, I think. There's no room in there. It's full of these little people. Look. What button should they hit, Orla?
The spy button.
Correct. What's capillaries?
It's in your heart.
What is this?
He doesn't know, but he does.
Lali's got super brain.
I've got a plaster finger.